As entrepreneurs, we all face challenges like
fear of failure,
and figure out what my passion is.
self-doubt,
Probably bringing balance.
Downturn in my business after 10 years of being really busy. I'm suddenly not so busy.
really enough of a market for something that I provide because the money is where the money is. I don't really want to waste any more time. I'm not young anymore like you. I am past that and I'm officially middle-aged and looking at the downside of probably the rest of my life, which I'm good with. But I don't want to waste any more time. I felt like I've spent 20 years.
I just realized in the last 5 years the energy I had 20 years ago is not the energy I have now. And I have to take that into consideration when I'm thinking about my business. What do I?
There's always two mindsets. Are you working in the business or are you working on the business?
Meet Heather, who went from being a married mother of two, living in her dream home that also housed her office and massage therapy business, to then getting a divorce and having to relocate herself and her business. Now with the desire to travel more and shift away from full-time to part-time massage therapy, while adding a focus on her clients' overall health and well-being, she is in the middle of a career transition and is unsure of what her next move should be. This is her story.
So I was in what I thought I wanted to do, and then sort of was snatched out of that, and had a lot of experience with chronic pain, and so loved the career, loved the idea of being self-employed, and so I got lost as a mother, lost Heather, I guess you could say. This bungee cord effect where I'm moving here, I'm doing this with somebody relation that I shared with Sean, that I'm very territorial. Not everybody shares my philosophy, and I don't want.
You don't want to bend on your philosophy.
I don't want to bend on my philosophy or be misrepresented, or to that point. I guess that's where it's like, okay, I'm here, and I've been maxed out as a massage therapist for 9 years now, and it's like I'm done.
This is what the members of the Pulse workshop had to say in regards to Heather and her situation.
What have you learned from the experience in the past? Like, you guys trusting that there are other people, that you can still be territorial and own what's really true to you, and that, as you said earlier, anybody that's been a manager is hired and fired. Like, you learn what that's about. You learn how to pick better in the beginning, so you don't have to do too many firings, whatever. But you have control over that, so that you can still create the atmosphere that is your brand.
Yeah.
Like, it doesn't all have to be you, and I think that's the biggest thing that kills businesses, is believing you have to do it all. Like, there has to be a sharing of those skills. There's no way you're going to learn how to do, like, the technical stuff, the other stuff, and it is opening up the team, or it's done differently in some ways.
I think you can develop something, a retreat yourself.
Yeah.
You know enough of what to do, and you can price it back. And I talk to business owners and say, okay, what do you want to earn at the end of the day? You start it and you work backwards. So what do you want people to say at the end? Well, this is what I want to earn at the end, and work it backwards, and then charge out. Well, I can get this here, and I take a little from this one, a little from this, and a little from that, and I'm going to end up with this. And I can help you do that, because that's what I like.
Yeah.
You put prices on, that's why she didn't look at it. And it's like, because you can make a living doing that. And you talk 5, then you talk 15, and you talk. People will buy that package that will take them away, and they will come back and do it again, and you can take it around the world. It doesn't have to, because there's a market for it.
And I really like when you said, I want to be the person who's doing things. And the advice always to the other entrepreneurs is, once you've done it once, you've got that first customer, it just becomes easier, right? And yes, there are difficult things like this. Spice yourself, not only how you did it, but try to find that high-end niche, because you do have something that differentiates yourself, and charge more, and deliver, but you're delivering more.
Can I add to that, though?
I'll just.
What's your comeback?
What's the comeback? What's the takeaway and what's the comeback?
Organizing my next retreat.
I'd recommend Pulse to everybody and anybody that needs a lift, or that doesn't know what they want to do the next step of their life.
For me, it wasn't so much ideas, it was watching and hearing other people kind of express the same challenges, that in isolation you think that you're facing them alone, but you're not.